What's up, guys? How are y'all doing today? Mr. McBride here. So, we are going to be doing things kind of the same that we've been doing for the past few days, past few weeks. You're going to have one assignment. It's going to be a short answer. And your short answer assignment is going to be, you're going to answer it on a Google Doc and turn it in through here. When you are done with that, just please click turn in. Let me know that you've turned it in, and I can get that graded for you. Now, you have this week, an assignment this week, and an assignment next week. After that, you have no more assignments for me. Next week will be your last assignment for me, and it should be your last assignment for all of your other classes. So, that last week of school, I think it's the 17th or 18th. Let me see. The 18th through the 22nd or the 21st. That was supposed to be your last week of school this year. It will technically still be the last week of school. That's meant for you to get any work that you're missing caught up and turned in and so forth. Before the 21st, we're not going to be accepting any work after the 21st because that is the end of the school year. So please get all of your work done that you can, so we can get everything, get all of your work done before then, so you can get credit for that and move on. Remember, this semester, this 9 weeks is meant to help you, not hurt you. So if you had a bad grade in the third 9 weeks, this fourth 9 weeks is meant to help you and bring you up so you can be passing for the semester or have a better grade for the semester. I want this to be able to help you. This is not your fault that we have to do all of this stuff, so we're not trying to hurt you in any way. So, if you can look, due May 8th, we have the assignment called How Slow Can You Go? It has to do with the effects of slowing down. Now, we have all slowed down over the past few weeks, I guess month and a half since we've been doing this. We've been slowing down, and we have been really just taking it easy. Online learning for some people is probably easier and more laid back than it is for coming to class. I know some of you are missing the school aspect of it, seeing your friends, doing these extracurriculars, and so forth like that. But we have all slowed down in some sort of way, unless you work at Brookshire's or Whataburger. They've been working you a whole lot more. But as a country and as the world itself, we've slowed down, and we're able to sit back and just enjoy certain things, or take your time on other things as well. So this article, How Slow Can You Go, is actually talking about all of that. Now, your question is, do you think the quality of your work would improve if you paid more attention? What is the value of slowing down? So think about that question, slowing down while you're doing work. So woodworking, for example, that's one of my hobbies, is making things out of wood furniture, little decorative things and such. So you got to think about how fast you're doing that. So if you're going quick, trying to get it done as quick as possible, you're going to miss a lot of important details. It takes time to do some of that stuff. In fact, a lot of it takes a lot of attention to detail. And so if you're not paying attention to detail whenever you're working with any kind of wood or something like that, you're going to miss something, or it's not going to look as good. So if I spent a week making a bench, or an end table, that's the most recent project that I had. I created an end table for my wife. I spent about a week and a half creating a small little end table. Now, why spend a week? Well, I didn't work on it all day every day. I spent maybe an hour or two a day working on it. Also, there are some things that you have to just take time and do. If I would have spent one day, it would not look as good as it does after you spend a week, because you have to let the finishing coat just sit and cure for a minute. You have to take your time and sand, do multiple sanding sessions, make sure you get it as smooth as possible. If you're using glue of any type of wood glue, you got to let it sit. If you just continue and go, it's just not going to turn out good. You're going to have seeping glue. It's going to be uneven. It's going to be rough. The final finishing coat's not going to work for you. It's going to just be. It's not going to look good. So taking your time and slowing down can help you, but it can also hurt you. Okay, I framed houses for a summer right out of high school. If you know anything about framing houses, you know you got to get that house up as quick as possible, so that house can be built and they can move on to the next phase. So if you're framing a house, it's basic: walls, joists, rafters, everything. All right, you put all those up as quickly as possible and as efficient as possible, and make sure you have a nice, sturdy home, and then you move on to the next project. It doesn't take that much time with fine detail because it's really the bones of the house. As long as it stands up and it's strong and it can support everything and it's not going to go anywhere. If it doesn't look so hot, I mean, framers and builders are not going to like the fact that the frame doesn't look so hot, but you can cover that up with the exterior of the home as well. Okay, so that's just a small example. All right, that's just some personal examples that I can help out with that. So, for your short answer, I'm going to want you to do 8 to 12 sentences. Try to get to 8 to 12 sentences. And remember, you have the topic sentence, which is your answer, your concrete detail, which is a quote, an example, fact, data, something like that, commentary sentences, and closing sentences. So all of those are going to be entered in your short answer. So if you click on this link right here, how slow can you go, it's going to take you to this. Now, this is just an article that I copied and pasted onto this. Just to go over the effects of slowing down and so forth. In fact, we want you to read through this slowly. Don't skim. Just take your time, read each word, consider what it's meaning. All right? Then you go, and this is the question. Do you think the quality of work would improve if you paid more attention? What is the value of slowing down? All right? So, answer that on a Google Doc, a separate Google Doc. Attach it to this assignment right here and click Turn In whenever you're done. Try to get that done by midnight, before midnight on Friday. If you have any missing work from me right now, or if you have any missing work next week, whenever we get on to the next week, I will be making contact each week, whether that be through text message, email, phone call, however I can get in touch with your parents. Please get your work in. You have to get your work in to get credit. I want you to improve this 9 weeks rather than just stay where you're at or hurt yourself. So, if you have any questions, email, Remind, Google Classroom, okay? I think Google Classroom is the one that most people prefer to contact me through, is just because it's right there at your fingertips. You're on the assignment. All you have to do is just type in a comment, and I can respond to it, right? If that's what helps you and makes it easier for you, go ahead and do that, okay? I hope you guys are doing great. I hope to see you soon. Stay safe. Wash your hands. Have a great rest of your day, a great rest of your week. I'll see you next week. Peace out.